line. Pass back for Hampus, gets tipped out of the zone. And a battle for it right in front of the Boston bench. Able to push it back into the attack, but Wotherspoon keeps it away from Pasternak.
Yeah, a little thing, but you hate that, right? You've got good pressure in the offensive zone. Second period, long change. You've got that line that's stuck out there for the Penguins. You end up turning a puck over out high.
McAvoy couldn't get it cleared. A centering pass for Carlson was deflected, but got to him. And he one time that on Korpisalo made the save. Middlestat will kick it back out into neutral ice, and Carlson sends it right back in. Out of the far corner, McAvoy. Zacha, pass up the middle to Middlestat. He'll carry into the Pittsburgh zone, cutting to the left side. Centering pass, got tipped off from Zacha, comes all the way through over the head of Aspero, and now racing up the near side is Chinakhov for the Penguins. Slams on the brakes along the left wing hash. Brings it back to the blue line. Gives over to that far side. Solovyov had it blocked off into the near corner. Russ steps in behind the Boston net. Off the far boards, he angles it back to Solovyov. Chinakhov had it blocked by Aspero, but the Penguins keep in. Solovyov coming down the right circle. Forced wide in the net by Middlestat. Throws it out in front. Went right through the top of the crease where McAvoy and Rust were battling in front. McAvoy has it hit a skate, kick on it in between the circles. Aspero right there. Lobs it back out to center ice. 14:20 to go in the second. Bruins by 1. Jump in, gets through. Korpisalo went back into the trapezoid to play it. Kindle now back there for Pittsburgh. Steps toward the near side corner. Brings it toward the top of the faceoff circle. Sends over to the far side. Letang turns away from some pressure. Brings back out to the center of the blue line. Pass off to the right side. Kindle lost his footing. Turned it over. And
technology to make care comfortable, and flexible hours to fit your life. New patients without insurance get an exam and x-rays for just $29. Aspen Dental. It's time to smile again.
Zacha line had been out there for close to a minute and a half. So with 13:50 to go here in the second, Bruins maintain the 1-0 lead. We'll take a timeout here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
The game is on. The crew's here, and the snack spread from Big Y, oh, it's a thing of beauty. Wings that sauce the competition, platters that get major play, hand-tossed pizzas for the whole team, and that impressive 30-inch super sub. Shout out to the experts at Big Y for the assist. Are they cheering for the game or for your snacks? My question exactly, sports fans. Big Y. Nicely done.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
85% of people will experience foot pain in their lifetime. Long-term remedies are scarce. Good Feet Arch Supports from the Good Feet store can help. Designed to relieve common foot conditions like plantar fasciitis, they also improve balance and comfort. Check them out at goodfeet.com.
Why drive when you can ski, ride, or chew? So close to home at Neshoba Valley Ski Area, just off 495 in Westford, Mass. Great value and so close to home. Purchase ski and snow tubing tickets online now at skineshoba.com.
The Bruins play on the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification across the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
13:50 left, second period. Bruins with a 1-0 lead here in Pittsburgh, and we'll see a couple of minutes of 4-on-4 hockey as Asimon and Letang each pick up roughing minors for that wrestling match. So face-off coming up inside the Pittsburgh zone. Bruins will start the 4-on-4 with Geeky and Minton, along with Lori and Hampus Lindholm. Geeky to take the face-off in the near circle. Penguins will win that, but it's whistled down, and they're going to do it again. And reset the clock, get 2 minutes back up on the board, and here we go. Face-off. Won by Novak, back into the near corner. Rust off the wraparound to the far side. Tries to go long. Wotherspoon was flying the zone. The puck redirected away from him. And then Wotherspoon buries Hampus Lindholm along the far boards, but Bruins will break it out anyway. Geeky coming through neutral ice. Lori going right down the middle. Geeky tried to get it to him, but sent it all the way to the far boards, and now back come the Penguins. Carlson sends one toward the front of the net. Korpisalo knocks that bouncer away as Novak came toward the front. Hampus Lindholm back the other way. On the far wall, Geeky sends it back toward the blue line. Minton to McAvoy now. McAvoy will walk along the blue line toward the far side of the ice. Hands off over there. Minton to Geeky. Up top, stepping in from the center of the blue line to the high slot, and the shot blockered away.
Anytime he's shooting it, it's dangerous, and he walked right down the middle that time.
Geeky gives it over to Zadorov, who puts a shot up over the net off the back glass. It's controlled by Pittsburgh. Long pass off the near boards, finds Rust inside the Bruins zone. Broke off the glove of Korpisalo on that wrist shot.
Yeah, Rust is another guy that's dangerous when he's shooting.
Zadorov will play to Pasternak coming out of the zone up the left side. 44 seconds left of the 4-on-4. Elias Lindholm now on the far boards against Raquel. Penguins will come away with that puck. Girard from the near side circle. Raquel in the neutral zone. A little stutter step, brings it across the Boston line. Got it to Girard from the left circle, and Korpisalo makes that save from in tight. Zadorov now coming out from behind the Bruins net. Pasternak to McAvoy.
On the other side if you wanted to use him.
McAvoy gets to the red line and then turns back. Zadorov hopping off and Peak jumping on. 8 seconds left on the 4-on-4 before each team gets back to full strength. Pasternak coming towards center ice. Cuts to his right. Steps in across the line. Tried to deal it back off toward the blue line, but that was tipped and out of the zone. Aspero sends back in on the delayed offside. Penguins come forward. 5-on-5 hockey here as Kindle sends over to the far side. The one-timer by Soderblom, handled by Korpisalo as he covers that up.
Well, you know, I mean, the Bruins have been better in front of them most of the game so far, but Korpisalo's been much more locked in, more like, you know, the guy that went 5-0-2 in 7 games as opposed to the Nashville game. But he did not have much help in the Nashville game either.
As we talked about, you know, that first goal maybe a little leaky.
That was a little leaky,
but the rest of them, he made some dynamite saves in that game to keep it as close as it was.
He's made some good ones so far, almost halfway through this one.
Korpisalo 11-9-2 on the year. Face off to his left here. Kindle gets tossed out. So Avery Hayes will oppose Zacha. Linesman on the near side, not happy with how everyone lined up, so they get set. Now winner the face-off by Zacha. Peak under pressure there, far side circle. Able to keep that puck loose onto Aspero. Lobs it forward, and had Middlestat down there the Pittsburgh blue line. The puck bounced away from him. Solovyov into the far corner. Poke checking it away from Zacha. Aspero fires wide of the net. Around near side. Here's Zacha in front. Score! Arvidsson found Zacha coming down the middle. He cut to his backhand, and his second of the game makes it 2-0 Bruins.
Oh, great read and pass here from Victor Arvidsson. This line continues to get it done, right? Arvidsson seals off that half wall over on that to the left of Shilov and makes this pass in front. I thought Zacha was going to let it go right away, but instead he fakes the shot. He goes to the backhand, and he gets Kindle kind of swimming a little bit out in front of him, and Shilov swimming. This puck wrapped is kept in it to the left point. It's wrapped all the way around the boards, and it's going to be Arvidsson who gets there first. And as Pittsburgh's trying to shift their defense from one side of the ice over to the other side of the ice, they don't cover the high slot. And I mean, Zacha does the rest. 2 goals today, 3 goals in 2 games for him. And that's a nice move to finish that one off.
It's his 3rd multiple goal game of the year. He had the hat trick in the win over the Rangers back in January. He also had a 2-goal performance in December against St. Louis. So the Bruins with 11 minutes to go here in the second, now up 2. It's off a dump in. Shilov standing in the trapezoid, waiting to deal it off. He'll give it to Wotherspoon, steps back in behind the net. Wotherspoon now will skate it out across his own blue line. From the red, dumps in. Korpisalo stays put. Hampus Lindholm played back behind the net. Cut off back there by Koivunen. He'll push it around the near side. Novak turns off the wall. Lohrei blocks one in front of the net. Gets upended trying to deal out of the zone along that far side circle. Novak chopped that by Kastelik. Gets knocked down.
Yeah, nice job there by Kastelik. Physical play.
Lohrei will feather one up the left wing side. Jeannot hitting stride on that left side. He'll pull it up just inside the blue line under pressure from Wotherspoon. Get some help from Corrali. But his pass gets knocked back out of the zone, and Penguins coming forward. Minton on the back check, able to knock that one free. Loose in the neutral zone. Lizotte trying to find it, and his skates does. He'll drop one back. 9:45 to go here in the period. Redirected in wide of Korpisalo. McAvoy shovels it along for Aspero. Outlet pass all the way to center ice for Asimont. On the right side, trying to fight his way around Shea as they come toward the near corner. Asimont gets it back to McAvoy at the right point. Throws it in front, hit a body, and it'll come to Chinikov. And the Penguins head back. All the way across to the near side. Shea sends a bouncer wide on the short side. Raquel picks it up at the far side circle. Thrown back toward the net. Korpisalo makes that stop. Forced in behind again, and McAvoy will take from there. Backhanded through center, just out of the reach of Asimont. And the Penguins right back in as Letang trying to get past McAvoy toward the front of the net. And behind now. Jumps up off the glass. McAvoy plays a bouncing puck along for Geekie. Geekie to the left side here for Pasternak. Cutting toward the left circle. Handed off over there. Geekie back across for Pasternak. And just getting a stick in there in time was Raquel.
That's a good defensive play by Raquel. He can easily take that shot, but he's looking for Pasternak.
Pasternak picked the pocket of Dewar. He's got Busnadinov coming to the right wing circle. Now Peak from the center of the blue line with a shot right into the chest of Shilovs. Draws a whistle. 8:27 to go here in the second. It's a 2-0 Bruins lead on the 98.5 The Sports Hub. Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda. At your local Honda dealer.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, or CR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
Hi, this is Andrew Peak. I'm excited to be teaming up with the Shaws and Star Market Foundation this year for Feeding the Puck for Families. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck to help score a goal, a donation of $100 will be made to the Greater Boston Food Bank, up to $50,000 to help end hunger. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Shaws and Star Market, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Rich McKinnon, president of the Professional Firefighters of Massachusetts, and I'm proud to partner with Service Credit Union. Service Credit Union supports our health, safety, and financial well-being of Massachusetts firefighters with competitive rates, easy online banking, and personal member-first service. They put people before profits and stand with the first responders who answer the call to protect and serve every day. Success built on trust, banking built on service. Join thousands who are making a difference and become a member today at servicecu.org/73 reasons.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, or CR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
The Revolution play on the Sports Hub.
Make Tuesday night one to remember at TD Garden. Bring your friends, family, or co-workers and feel the energy as the Bruins take on the LA Kings starting at 7 p.m. Don't miss the moments you can only get live. Grab your seats now at bostonbruins.com/tickets. We got 8:27 to go here in the second period. Bruins have a 2-0 lead. Pavel Zacha's got both goals. 8:47 of the second, set up by Victor Arvidsson and Jonathan Aspero for his 18th of the year. Zacha, that's now 7 points in a 5-game point streak, 3 goals and 4 assists. Off the draw. Penguins able to clear the zone. Coming up the left side, Dewar got it toward Karlsson, tipped on goal. Thrown back in front off of Dewar. Goes all the way through to the far circle. Back to Wotherspoon. His shot got blocked wide toward the near side. It'll be played by Lizotte. Back to Wotherspoon over to that far side. Karlsson moves toward the left wing circle. Gets a backhander through to Korpisalo. Makes that stick save. Back around toward the near side. It comes to Karlsson. He'll play it across to the far boards. Banks it on to Dewar. Right back across to the near side corner for Karlsson. Stepping out in front. He put one up over the net.
Usmanov just got a good look at why Karlsson's so good offensively. He tried to go take him out in the corner, and Karlsson just, little head fake.
There's a giveaway behind the Penguins net, and they score! Shelovs went behind the net, lost it to Pasternak, who tucks it around the near post and in. And the Bruins make it 3-0.
I think that's one that Pasternak needed, is it not?
Well, it's his first in 9 games, and yeah, it's a gift, but he will take it.
Shelov's tried to play this puck over into the left wing corner. He just does it so softly. He's looking for Wotherspoon, who's open over in the left wing corner. But Pasternak with a good forecheck coming from his backside. He doesn't see him coming. And the soft pass over to Wotherspoon gets picked off by Pasternak, who comes out on his backhand, and before Shelovs can recover, is able to slide it home. He's making the right play, just has to make a harder play. He doesn't realize the pressure from Pasternak is coming from his back.
But Pasta gets his 23rd goal of the season and his 75th point. And the Bruins have now made it 3-0, and here they come again with Middlestat from the left circle. His shot. Shelovs makes the stick save and then gathers in the loose rebound.
That's a good one for, you need some of those, and for Pasternak, who we know how hot he can get. Shelovs almost got that, right? Pasternak sent that puck. It actually didn't go directly into the net. Shelovs dove, but hit his pad. Would have been going wide. It hit his pad and went in.
Yeah, it came right along the goal line, but you said was not going in. Lorai from the blue line plays it down the near circle. Solovyov will give it out of the corner, but Arvidsson is there to take away. Zacha back to Arvidsson, looking in front. Knocked away from Middlestat. Outlet comes to Chinikov. One against Lorai. Lorai rides him in behind the net around to the far side. Lorai lost his stick. Near side. Rust from right along the goal line. Threw one off of Korpisalo, who covers it inside the blue paint.
Fans, check out the upcoming Hardest Working Player of the Week content on 98.5thesportshub.com Bruins page, brought to you by the Peterson School. Peterson School is now enrolling for their spring semester in Woburn, Westwood, Worcester, and Haverhill. Visit petersonschool.com to learn more.
6:50 to go here in the second. Bruins will have a defensive zone face-off.
Rust looking to create, either bank one in or create a loose puck in front of the net, because he took that shot from below the goal line. He's looking for a rebound chance there with bodies going to the net. Nice job by Korpisalo.
Off the face-off. Letang handed to Shea. His one-timer blocked. Corrali moves it out to center ice, looking for Kastelik coming across the Pittsburgh line just out of his reach. Soderblom will get it back deep to the Bruins territory. Aspero around the near side boards. Corrali will bring it back down low. Off the end wall to Aspero. Off the far boards and tipped through neutral. Shea plays it back ahead. Here's Kindle moving toward the high slot. Aspero takes the body on him, and we get a whistle, and they're going to call a trip.
Here's the thing. I thought it was offside. And I thought about this last game. I was going to bring it up to you, and I kind of forgot about it. Should you be able to challenge for offside if you get a penalty?
Right, because that play should have been dead. Right, it should never happen.
It's not a rule, but I'm just saying, should it be?
Take that to the GM meetings next time.
I don't know if it was offsides or not. I'm saying it was close to being offsides. I don't think it was, but let's just say hypothetically it was offsides. Should he be able to challenge that?
I mean, I don't know. I'm never in favor of too many replays, but you know that could potentially swing a game, right? If
sure, it could.
Yeah.
It could not even sway a game. It could be the reason a game. I mean, it's be a clinching goal. I mean, it could be an overtime. I mean,
right. Yeah, in this case, it was Avery Hayes who was trying to stay onside as Kindle.
I think he did when I watched it on the replay, but Marco Sturm was getting an explanation from the referee on something there.
Perhaps he's making that case as well. So
yeah, I wonder if that's what it was.
Yeah. So Bruins shorthanded for the first time in this game as Aspero is whistled off for tripping.
Well, they might just be complaining about the call because it wasn't a trip.
Well, there's that too.
It wasn't a trip. I mean, he took the body.
Here's Carlson flying into the Bruins zone. Goes right down the middle, and he'll draw a penalty here as the Bruins are going to be short 2 men.
On his Swedish teammate defenseman. I think that's going to be Hampus Lindholm going to the box. Erik Karlsson flying down that right side.
Boston, number 27, 2-minute minor, slashing.
So Pittsburgh will have a 2-man advantage for 1:38 with 2 Bruins defensemen in the box. Aspero and Hampus Lindholm.
I mean, Erik Karlsson just took this puck from his own zone. I mean, that can't happen. He went through the first layer, he got through the second layer, and then Lindholm didn't match his speed. And Karlsson flying down that right side draws the penalty. That was more of a penalty than the Aspero one.
So 5:54 to go here in the second. Penguins with the chance to get themselves back in it here. Elias Lindholm will take the face-off in the defensive zone. Zadorov and McAvoy round out the 3-man unit. McAvoy tried to get it to Zadorov. It got cut off, but Elias will win it back along the near boards and play it down the ice. Carlson comes back to collect it from Sheila.
Novak is out there. Excuse me, was that Dewar or Novak that took that face-off and went right off? And the Bruins were able to clear the puck. He was frustrated going to the bench.
Mantha plays it down the left wing board. Chinikov in the corner. Angles off the boards. Back to Carlson at the point. Gives over to that far side. Russ, top of the circle. Carlson, high slot. To his left, Chinikov down low. Back from Raquel. Chinikov, shot, scores! From the top of the left circle, a power play goal gets the Penguins on the board. It's a 3-1 game.
His shot is lethal. That puck jumps off his stick. We see Geeky all the time from almost a standstill taking his shot. Chinikov had 2 last night that he missed the net on, trying to go high glove. This one he does not miss the net on. 5-on-3. Problem right now from the Bruins standpoint, he's still got a 2-goal lead. So kill this and get out of this, but you know, when you get leads, then you get yourself in penalty trouble, and that's a bomb from Chinikov. I didn't like the first penalty call, but I did not like the way the Bruins defended Carlson's rush that put them down 5-on-3.
That is the 11th goal of the season, or 11th goal, I should say, since the trade that brought him over for Chinikov in 25 games. It's his first power play goal.
The other thing they were saying is that he's playing with Malkin. It's the first time that Malkin's played with a fellow countryman. And that
there's a centering pass and a one-timer that goes up and over the net. McAvoy slow in getting up in the near corner. Mantha out near the blue line. 5-on-4 for another 54 seconds here for Pittsburgh. Letang will get it over to that far side. Kindle's pass redirected into the corner. Zadorov will shoot it up the wall and get it out. Race for it, the neutral ice. Razor Minton against Kindle in the Pittsburgh zone, able to win it back, but a centering pass.
Kindle had that chance on the one-timer there.
Letang will skid it back through center. Just inside the Boston line, backhands it around. 25 to go on the penalty to Hampus Lindholm. Penguins get set up here with a Tang at the left point. Kastelik got a piece of a pass across, looking for Koivunen. Now Kastelik gets the outlet.
Got three.
He'll move it up ice down the left wing side. In the middle for Pete, coming right circle. Back across. Kastelik just got it into the crease, kicked away there by Sheilov.
Yeah, that's a good look right there for the Bruins shorthanded. Peak was the third guy coming. He could have taken the shot. He tried to return the pass over to Kastelik, and he had some space there. Sheilov came out to face the shot.
Power play is over. Penguins come right back into the attack zone here with Chinikov. That shot ramps up off the stick of Lohrei and sails out of play. 3:41 to go in the second. Pittsburgh with a power play goal, and it's back to a 3-1 Bruins lead here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Care for a Truck Month trivia contest, Sam?
Oh, you know I can't resist, Hank.
Okay, fact. Truck Month happens only once a year.
Fact. It's the best time to buy a new Ford truck.
Fact. Ford F-Series is the best-selling lineup of trucks in America for 49 years.
Fact. America loves Ford Truck Month.
Fact. I agree with that fact.
Based on 1977 to 2025 CY industry reported total sales.
Now at Wendy's, you can go big, biggie, or biggier. With our new $4, $6, or $8 meal, you choose your deal, as you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More biggie options, more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Good news, homeowners. Over the last 5 years, home values have increased more than 40%. Bad news, homeowners. Some of you haven't adjusted your insurance to cover your home's increased value, which means a natural disaster could also be a financial disaster. Relax, people. Talk to an independent agent about safety insurance. They'll make sure you have the coverage you need today to ensure a happy tomorrow. Safety insurance will help you manage life storms.
TD Bank's here for an assist with a special checking and savings account offer for new customers. Perfect for fans of the Bruins. Learn more at td.com/garden offer or stop by any TD Bank location in New England. Terms and eligibility apply. TD Bank, bank of the Boston Bruins.
The Celtics play on the Sports Hub.
Fan shop the latest Bruins game used, team issued, and team stock memorabilia with Bruins Authentic straight from the locker room and the ice. Own a piece of Bruins history today by visiting BruinsAuthentics.com. 3:41 left here in the second period. The Boston lead is 3-1. Igor Chinikov's 14th of the season, his 11th as a Penguin. Set up by Ricard Raquel and Erik Karlsson at 14:44 as a 5-on-3 power play goal. That coming a couple of minutes after David Pastrnak had scored his 23rd at 12:23 off the steal from behind the net from goaltender Artur Sheilov. Face off inside the Boston zone here. Bruins moving from left to right on offense here in the second period. Puck comes trickling toward the crease. Korpisalo shovels it along to the far side. Kusnedinov will come back toward his own net, give over to Zadorov, and his pass, look out. Deflected off of Pastrnak and rifled into the Penguins bench, sends everyone scattering.
I know it hit somebody there. Whoever the second player down from the right is, that shaking it off right now.
Dangerous place to be over there on those benches sometimes.
Anytime a pass is coming, a hard pass, especially coming that direction, there's always potential for that puck to kind of ramp up off of a stick and get in there. And I can't remember who it was. It was somebody from Columbus.
I was just thinking the same thing. Yeah. There's a centering pass and shot wide of the net. Coming straight on. Outlet comes to Pastrnak. He's got back through neutral ice. Kusnedinov coming down the left side. Turns at the top of the face-off circle. Brings it back out toward the blue line under pressure. Able to get it along for Peak. Stepping into the right circle. Throws one wide. Elias Lindholm was in front. Couldn't get a stick to it. Peak. Near side point. That one ricochets, I think, off of Kusnedinov and wide, and off the back wall. It'll come back out in front where Sheilov's covers.
Kusnedinov, I mean, that's a pretty confident play, right? You flying down the left wing side, you don't have anything. You pull up on that left wing, so you expect to see somebody coming late. Can't find anybody, and you bring it all the way back out to the blue line. You know, you've got a man on you. You don't want to turn it over out there. Right, that's an odd man rush going the other way if you turn it over. And pretty good confidence to hold on to that puck and make a backhand pass over to Peak on the right point.
Face off in the near circle. Usnadinov, of course, came over in the trade for Brazo last year. Brazo now here in Pittsburgh.
Out today with a sort of a minor injury, right? I'm expecting to be out long. Kind of Clifton played yesterday, too. He's not in the lineup today.
There's Solovyov down the left wing side here for the Penguins. Able to slip away from Lohrei behind the net. Get it back to Girard, who hands it up for Dewar up top. Long shot. Stick saved by Korpisalo. In that far corner, they continue to battle for it. Minton had it taken away by Lazat. We're back to the point. Shot blocked up top there by Geeky. But kept alive. Dewar will play it back down the wall toward the corner. Chari on that far side circle. Right back to Lazat in the right corner. Minton trying to close on him. Lazat cuts to the side of the net, goes in front, and the save made by Korpisalo and drops the glove on top of it.
Lazat has been good. I mean, Minton. Bruins have had a couple times where they've tried to close on guys, and all of a sudden they're gone. Erik Karlsson did it earlier, and that time Lazat does it. Heard somebody talking in between periods. Lazat just had a baby. He's got no sleep at all. He's just playing on no sleep. He's flying today. Good for him if that's the case.
A little extra shot of caffeine before
the
game,
adrenaline,
I'm sure. Yeah. Face-off win here by Zacha in the defensive zone. Aspero behind the net to McAvoy. Near side and Arvidsson. Also past Letang. With that at center ice by Soderblom. And the Penguins are back in on the attack. Aspero makes his man down in the far corner. Up tied up, McAvoy. Backhands it free, but it'll be kept alive by Shea. Over to Letang. One-timer block. McAvoy in front. Charlie trying to clear it, but Letang cut that off. Got it back over to the far side circle. And Avery Hayes with a shot. Tipped up and out of play by Korpisalo.
A couple turnovers for the Bruins. That shift that leads to two, or at least one really good opportunity. And settle this thing down, get out of this period. A little momentum for Pittsburgh after scoring on the 5-on-3. And that time, a couple battles where the Bruins come up with pucks, but end up turning it over.
A minute 43 still to go in this second period. The rally line will come out for this face-off in the defensive zone.
It's been a game of momentum swings.
Sure. The Bruins had 3-0 lead just past the midway point of this one. Now 3-1.
Not because they were dominating, though.
No. Here's a centering pass. Comes all the way through. Kindle tied up in front by Corrales. Kastelik plays up ice. Jeannot going deep against Karlsson. Kastelik gets it back to Jeannot. Coming toward the near side circle. Backhands toward the back of the net. Taken away by Wotherspoon, who gave it right back. Jeannot around to the far side. Kastelik under pressure over there. Corrales comes racing over. He'll play it back around toward the near side. Jeannot will get to it first. Squeezed against the boards and tackled by Wotherspoon. Back to the point for Pete. Over to that far side and off the skate of Zadorov, and it kicks out toward the red line.
1 minute remaining.
Zadorov will drive it back in. Stopped by Shilov behind the net. He'll hand it off back there. Wotherspoon around to that far side. Soderblom, sidestep Corrales.
Corrales tried to throw a hip into him.
Drive coming across the blue line by Kindle. Handled by Korpisalo. Covers it up, and Kastelik tangled with one of the Penguins who wound up sliding into the net.
Avery Hayes.
Avery Hayes.
Yeah, he just gave him a little love tap, and Hayes went into the net off balance.
44.6 to go.
He's not fighting Drysdale there. So
no, he did last night in the middleweight division.
I don't know if it's middle or not.
It might be a little lighter than that. But 5'10", 180-pound rookie Avery Hayes.
I admire his... He's been good. He's been a good spark plug for him. Undrafted.
Yeah.
Right? They were telling me a little bit about him this morning or this afternoon. He was invited to Toronto's development camp. Didn't really stick. And then the Penguins signed him to an American Hockey League contract. So just the minors, Wilkes-Barre.
Yep.
And he's worked his way up.
Yeah, it's just his 8th NHL game here today. He scored twice in his debut against the Sabres and hasn't had any points since. But face-off will be to the left of Korpisalo. Off the draw. Ustinov able to jump it, bring it out of the zone. Pasternak will play down the right wing side. 36 to go in the period.
Somebody on the Penguins bench was giving it to Castle as he went by. Castle would stop, pointed at him, and say, okay.
You want some, come get some. McAvoy along the end boards of the Bruins zone. Pasternak chasing one up the right side, but be beaten to it by Solovia. Final 15 seconds of the period. Kell lost his balance trying to reach out for a puck in the defensive zone, but Penguins able to regroup here, and Rust challenged by McAvoy out at the blue line, able to win it, and then got tripped up. And the whistle comes with 3.4 to go here in the period. Bruins are going to go to the power play.
Now they're going to start the third period with a power play, so that's a turnover by Pittsburgh, unnecessary. The Penguins are not happy about this call. Solovia gets the penalty. Russ is complaining. Solovia was complaining. But they were careless with the puck right there.
Yeah, just kind of got running around a little bit in their own zone. And
I'm not sure what they're complaining about. See, they used to be, if you get the puck, it's not a penalty for tripping.
Right.
That's not the case anymore. You can still get the puck and be called for tripping.
Right. You still take the legs out from under a guy that's still tripping.
Yes.
So 3.4 seconds left in the period.
He got puck, but he also got the skates of McAvoy.
They'll get a tack zone face-off here and a chance for a quick shot, perhaps, if they can win it cleanly. Elias Lindholm against Lazat. Lazat was able to tie it up. Achari plays back into the corner, and that'll do it for period number 2. So the Bruins with goals in the period from Pavel Zacha, David Pasternak, Igor Chinikov got Pittsburgh on the board with a 5-on-3 power play goal, but Boston will carry a minute 57 of power play time to the start of the third. 3-1 Bruins after 2 here in Pittsburgh. We'll have more coming up here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
The sun is out, the birds are chirping, and the open road is calling. Bring on the spring at the Honda Spring Event and take that road trip you've been dreaming of. Now's the time to check out the Honda Civic and HR-V from Honda, the 2025 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand.
Based on 2025 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Mass Mutual presents an uncomfortable pregame conversation between goalie UC Saros and center Ryan O'Reilly.
Hey, Juice, what are your financial goals?
No goals.
Like, no goals for retirement?
No goals.
What about a new home?
No goals.
Good talk. See you on the ice.
No goals.
Planning and protection on and off the ice. Go to massmutual.com today.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Boston Bruins tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Bruins and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Bruins.
Hey, it's Sean Flaherty, managing partner at Catches Law Group. There's something about Bruins hockey, toughness, tradition, and pride that runs deep in New England. That same mindset is how Catches Law Group was built for over 40 years. We've been this region's hometown law firm, fighting for our neighbors and recovering over $3 billion for the people who count on us. We are real trial lawyers who deliver real results. Because when the pressure's on, you need a team built to battle. Visit catcheslaw.com to schedule your free consultation today.
Hey hockey fans, it's Bob Beers. If you're ready to upgrade your outdoor living space, look no further than TimberTech Decking and Railing. TimberTech is the #1 premium composite decking brand, and it's tough enough to handle anything. It looks just like real wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. It won't rot, warp, splinter, or peel, ever. And it's backed by industry-leading warranties, so your deck will last year after year after year. Connect with a local contractor or order free samples at TimberTech.com to see the TimberTech difference for yourself. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
This is 2026.
No more messing around. It's the first day of the rest of your life. Today, you are switching to Astound. Shifting your Wi-Fi and life into a new gear. Reliable, affordable connection. So you can browse, watch, and play like you've always wanted. Because slow Wi-Fi is so last year. Under budget, full speed ahead. That's Astound. Gig Wi-Fi for $50 a month with the 3-year price lock. Restrictions apply. See astound.com for details.
This is Boston's home for sports.
I mean, little head fake.
There's a giveaway behind the Penguins net, and they score! Shelovs went behind the net, lost it to Pasternak, who tucks it around the near post and in. And the Bruins make it 3-0. And David Pasternak had gone 8 games without a goal, gets one handed to him that time by Shelovs. Bruins lead it 3-1 over the Penguins at the end of 2 periods here in Pittsburgh. Back alongside Bob Beers, I'm Ryan Johnston. Penguins able to, with those that 5-on-3 power play goal, able to build some momentum there late. But the Bruins will carry almost a full power play over into the start of the 3rd period. Maybe can seize that momentum back here.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. It's you get a little, you realize it's not a high penalty game, so at least not yet, and you don't get chances like this all the time. I think the Bruins have had some odd man rushes that they'd like to have back and be able to convert and maybe put this game a little bit more, to their side than it is already. But you've got the 2-goal lead, you got a good bounce, and Pasternak's able to take advantage on the turnover by Shelovs. But I think that Pittsburgh they've generated some good opportunities, and without the game breakers like a Malkin and a Crosby, those chances are probably it. You know what I mean? But they're still creating chances because of their hard work, and they've got some skill up front. I mean, Chinakov's he's got a high skill level and a great shot to go with it. So they've got an opportunity to have a really good one there in him, and he's done a nice job here. And he's got their only goal, but you've got some other guys that can create offensively. Now they're trying to finish some things off. I think Korpisalo's had a really strong game. The Bruins tighten up defensively. They've been really good in 3rd periods this year. Now they have to be really good in a 3rd period on the road. It's a little bit different.
Bruins scored on their first power play chance back earlier in the game. Pavel Zacha getting that one. It was the power
first and only, right?
What's that?
First and only chance?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, to this point, this is just they're just starting their second opportunity. For Zacha, back-to-back games with a power play goal. That first unit starting to find it again after struggling a little bit out of the break.
Yeah, Zacha's got 2 in this one. Well, more direct, I thought. Even just talking to Marco Sturm, and it just confirmed what our eyes saw the last couple of games. A little bit more decisive, a little bit quicker with the puck movement, a little more direct in terms of what you're trying to do, a little bit more unpredictable of where you are. Everything was filtering through Pasternak, and he was over on the right side. Last game we saw him migrate over to the left side, and we asked him about. We asked Sturm about it. He said, not anything by design. It's you just don't want to be predictable. So Pasternak's moved around a little bit. He's still trying to find it. It's great to see him score in the 2nd period. He's still trying to find it. Nice pass from Geekie on the Zacha goal, but it's great to see Zacha on the score sheet. We know he gets chances, and sometimes that puck either hits the crest or it's going wide. But he's got some goals now going, and 3 in the last 2 games, and he's on a little bit of a scoring streak. And that's a confidence thing. I don't care what players say. Some players can say that they don't lose confidence. Maybe the big scorers don't lose it because they know it's going to come back. But a lot of guys, when they're not huge scorers, that confidence goes a long way. And we talk about streaky scorers that we see all the time, right? And for Zacha, it's good to see him on the board. He makes a really good individual move. After Arvidsson finds the puck on the half wall, goes and tracks it down on the half wall, makes a good pass in front. And Zacha with that, kind of looks like he's going to take the shot, gets Kindle to kind of slide by him and gets Shelovs out of position as he takes it to the backhand and flips it home. And he has to finish it off, too. He has to get it up and over top of Shelovs. So Zacha's a very talented, very skilled player. And somebody that's skilled in all 3 zones, and it's he's earned the trust of all the coaches he's had here in Boston. So it's good to see him get rewarded on the score sheet now.
And we talked in the pregame show about how important that line has been, particularly coming out of the break here for the Bruins. They've been, as far as their even strength scoring, they've accounted for just about half the goals that the Bruins have scored here over the first 5+ games out of the break.
Which doesn't include the power play goals. Correct?
Right, that's why I said at even strength. Zacha's got back-to-back power play goals in as many games, but they also get an even strength goal today. Arvidsson's been lighting up the scoreboard as well.
Yeah,
and Middlestad's he's putting up points on a regular basis. So.
Well, I think here in this third period, just to change gears just a bit, it's just you're not getting beat out of the zone by one pass to have them on a 3-man rush, a 3-on-2 or a 2-on-1. They call it being above the puck, making sure that F3's in a good position, and you're not back on your heels. You're not just throwing pucks out in the neutral zone, icing the puck, throwing it out. I mean, you can get into that habit pretty easily, especially if the Penguins start to put pressure on you. So play with confidence like you do at home when you have a lead in the third period. Don't fall into that rhythm of just sitting back on your heels and trying to prevent Pittsburgh from scoring. Make sure that you try to dictate the pace of play here.
So Zacha with 2 goals, 1 on the power play, Pasternak with the other. Igor Chinakhov, the lone tally for Pittsburgh so far. It is 3-1 Bruins after 2. Time for our music of the game, brought to you by Live Nation.
I'm happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine.
Don't miss global phenomenon Gorillas, the Mountain Tour 2026 at TD Garden October 1st. Get tickets on Monday at livenation.com. We'll check the other action around the league when we return here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub, Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Did you know Scrub-A-Dub Unlimited lets you wash anytime you want? The all-new Scrub-A-Dub Bedford is now open off Mystic Ave.
Anytime's a good time to be Scrub-A-Dub clean.
The pros know nobody beats FW Web. With extensive inventory, personalized service, and a fleet of trucks across the Northeast, FW Web supports all customers, from one-van contractors to large facility operators. For planned projects, emergency jobs, or maintenance, FW Web has what you need, when and where you need it. For plumbing, heating, HVAC, refrigeration, propane gas, and PVF jobs. With over 100 locations, visit FWWeb.com to find one near you.
Hey guys, it's David Andrews. If you're headed to a game this season or just looking for the best Italian food in Boston, then you gotta go see my guy Massimo and Aria Trattoria in the North End, located on Hanover Street. Let Massimo and his team do their thing with family-style feasts, prime meats, local seafood, homemade pasta, the best meatballs in Boston, and extensive wine list. Aria Trattoria has it all. Old-world Italian with modern flair. Valet parking out front with second-floor dining overlooking Hanover Street and the North End. That's Aria Trattoria. Check them out and tell them David sent you.
Hey, it's Zoe, and I've been telling you about CertaPro Painters for a long time now. They did the outside of my house. They also did the inside. You could trust them to get the job right because they take pride in what they do. Free estimates, reliable communication, and professional painting, meaning there's no drips on the floor. There's no splashes on the walls. There's 70,000 5-star reviews. When you choose CertaPro Painters, that's Certa with the C, you're not just hiring service, you're partnering with a trusted local professional. Each CertaPro Painters is locally owned. Schedule a free estimate online at CertaPro.com. And don't forget, ask about their spring sales event for 10% off qualifying projects through May 15th.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
Boston Sports Talk, the Sports Hub.
Second intermission here in Pittsburgh. Bruins leading the Penguins by the score of 3-1. Other games around the NHL today. Final earlier in a shootout, the Colorado Avalanche 3-2 winners over the Minnesota Wild. In the first period, the Buffalo Sabres beating the Tampa Bay Lightning by the score of 1-0. All kinds of rough stuff in that game. Top two teams in the Atlantic Division going at it. 2-1 now Chicago in the first period, leading the Dallas Stars. Other games later on today include Detroit visiting New Jersey. Anaheim will play host to the St. Louis Blues. And Edmonton will be in Vegas to take on the Golden Knights. Here in Pittsburgh, it's Bruins 3, Penguins 1. Third period action coming up next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hi, I'm David Morales, General Manager of WellPoint in Massachusetts.
We're proud to continue our partnership with 98.5 The Sports Hub and the Hometown Heroes program, honoring the everyday heroes who work tirelessly to make our community stronger and healthier. From first responders to community leaders, these individuals deserve our recognition and gratitude. Now we want to hear from you. Head to 985thesportshub.com/heroes and nominate a hometown hero today.
The Peterson School is now hiring for new instructors at all locations.
Hi, I'm Adam Norcott, an electrical instructor at the Peterson School. I've learned so much from my students and their experiences, and it's made me a better teacher, foreman, and electrician.
Visit petersonschool.com.
Hey everyone, Adney and Burke here to talk about our great podcast, NHL Unscripted with Burke and Demers.
Jason Demers here. After playing 700 NHL games, it turns out I have an opinion or two. Whoever's saying trade one of them, you don't know anything about hockey. I'm on the bandwagon. I'm rooting for this team. With new guests every week, we will talk about hockey and more.
Can't wait till you watch the movie because it's the biggest award of her career.
He went into the cheetah exhibit. The cheetah took a piece out of him, and he came into the ring the next day.
Tune in to NHL Unscripted with Burke and Demers, the iHeartRadio app, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Looking for Michelin tires at the guaranteed lowest price? Get to Town Fair Tire. Michelin's innovative technologies are designed for durability and performance over any of the toughest road conditions, so you can trust you're getting the highest quality tires. And Town Fair's been a name you can trust since 1967. Now with over 120 locations and still growing, because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Whether you're putting together a hockey team or Ford's award-winning lineup of SUVs, a great team starts with the right players, like the iconic Ford Bronco family, with great looks and the 4x4 capability to perform on or off the ice, and the rugged Ford Explorer with seating for 7 and room for all your gear. Check out the full lineup of award-winning Ford SUVs at your New England Ford dealers today. Proud partner of the Boston Bruins.
TD Bank cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden, from Pro Shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. These benefits were made for game time. Card eligibility restrictions and terms apply. Learn more at td.com/TD Garden Perks. TD Bank, Bank of the Boston Bruins and the Boston Celtics.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Champions play here. The Sports Hub.
It's time for This Date in Bruins History, being restored by Blue Sky Restoration Contractors.
Donato scales. Donato fakes the slap shot. Rolls it into the right wing corner as it's deflected to Mogren to Stuffle. Stuffle side of the right circle. Back down low to Anson Carter. Centers it. Beers moving in. Scores! Bob Beers took a pass from Anson Carter and beat Mark Fitzpatrick. And the Bruins lead it with 12:17 to go. Period number 2, 1-0.
This date in Bruins history taking us back to 1997. My partner, Bob Beers, opening the scoring with a power play goal, helps the Bruins go on to defeat the Florida Panthers by the final score of 3-1.
You know what that means, right? Bork was hurt.
Yeah. What are you doing out there on the power play?
Oh, I played a lot on the power play on the other teams I played on. You couldn't get on the power play on Boston.
But I do believe that was...
And rightfully so.
I believe that was your last goal in the National Hockey League.
Okay.
I believe I looked that up yesterday.
Oh, you did?
I got the heads up from our producer,
that was my last
Jeremy,
season,
that was coming. So
that was my last season, yeah.
So, yeah, Bob Beers, our this date in Bruins history today from 1997.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Yeah. Bruins have a 3-1 lead as we go to the start of the third period. And again, Boston will have a power play here for the first minute 57 of this third period, with Solovyov in the box for tripping Charlie McAvoy just before the buzzer. 3 goals. Pavel Zacha, power play goal for Morgan Geekie and Charlie McAvoy at 9:27 of the first. Got the Bruins the lead. Then Zacha again at 8:47 of the second for Victor Arvidsson and Jonathan Aspero. And David Pastrnak with his 23rd. They gave an assist to Elias Lindholm on that goal on the Pastrnak takeaway from Shilovs, which I'm not sure how that would...
Yeah, we always kind of wonder why they don't give out more assists sometimes, and I don't know how they do that. I mean, you dump the puck in and Sheloffs plays it. That's possession, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd stop trying to figure that. Tomorrow it might be gone.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me. But as of right now, it's Pasternak from Elias Lindholm at 12:23.
The league decides all that too.
Yes, they'll go back and review that
and
stuff.
Sometimes it's just like shots on goal. He says one thing, and then you look up at the beginning of the period and it says something else. So it's
lone tally for Pittsburgh, a 5-on-3 power play goal by Igor Chinakhov, his 14th of the year from Ricard Raquel and Eric Carlson at 14:44 to cut into the Bruins' lead.
It's a lot different than when, a goal was scored and you'd be going, certain players would be going over the referee and like showing them their number.
Right.
I got to assist on that. Hit my leg.
So Boston will go from right to left here in the third period as we get this one back underway. Bruins will try to get 2 more points in the standings here if they can hang on to this lead.
Start of a period power play. Come out with a sense of urgency.
They face off at center ice, waiting for the go-ahead from our friends over on the national TV side. But Bruins come into this game 2 points ahead of the Columbus Blue Jackets, who got a point last night in a loss in overtime. But they're also 2 points behind the Detroit Red Wings for the first wild card spot. Detroit still to play later tonight. Face-off win by Elias Lindholm to get it started. As Boston moves from right to left, McAvoy will send it back into the defensive zone. Picked up on the fly. Zacha gets it from Elias Lindholm, gives it back to him. On the right side, Pasternak in front. Zacha with a shot, point blank, save made. Rebound, batted around in front. Elias Lindholm will drag it toward the near circle and back to the center of the blue line. McAvoy off the near side for Geekie. Back to McAvoy up top. Down the left circle to Pasternak. He'll bring it back up top as well. Try to get it to McAvoy. It kicks on to Geekie instead along the near side boards. From the top of the circle, he turns away from Lazat. Down low for Pasternak. Tried to swivel it in front. Lost it in behind the net, but keeps it moving. McAvoy out of the blue line to Pasternak on the far wall this time. Down deep for Zacha. Working across quickly to Geekie, and his shot tipped up and over the net and goes out of play.
Sheloffs make that save because that was a pretty good setup. Sheloffs had to come a long way to get over. Geekie had to stop that puck. He wasn't able to take the one-timer, but he didn't dust it off. He gets this puck, and he lets the shot go. A couple good opportunities for the Bruins, and that's right off the bat. We said sense of urgency, and they've had it to start this thing. I think he got a piece of it with the shoulder, or it went off the crossbar. You might not score, but come out with a sense of urgency. Set the tone right away.
Still 1:06 to go on this power play. Face-off win by Zacha. McAvoy settles the puck out near the blue line, gives it to Geekie. Long shot, got all the way through, in and out of the glove, and then Shelov's able to cover it.
He was looking for a tip down there.
The face-off will stay in the offensive zone. 58 seconds gone by here in this third period. Zacha against Achari on the face-off near circle. Achari able to win it back behind the net. Shea gets it from Shelovs and takes it around to the far side, and he'll send it softly down the ice.
I just had a better look at that replay on the shot from Geekie. I believe it went off the crossbar and out.
McAvoy brings out toward his own blue line. Drops it back now to Victor Arvidsson just on. He'll come through center ice. Trying to get the pass to the left side for Geekie. That was knocked away, but Arvidsson keeps it alive.
Stayed on it.
Down the far side, Pasternak squeezes the boards by Achari. Loose puck into the corner. Wrapped hard around the near boards, but Geekie is there to take it off the wall. And he lost it trying to get around Rust. Letang going to skate it forward here. He's got Achari coming down the middle. Letang's shot tipped up and over the net. Now to play by Korpisalo.
It's good hustle by Mitten. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a 2-on-1, but Mitten just keeps coming hard all the way back, and that way they can take away the pass, and all Letang has is a shot. McAvoy he backs off, make sure there's no pass over to Achari on the far side, and you force the shot from Letang from the right wing circle.
17 seconds left on the penalty to Solovyov now. Minute 40 gone here in the third. Face off in the defensive zone. Minton wins that. Hampus Lindholm goes behind the net. Pass to Minton coming out of the zone now to the red line. Dumps in from just outside the blue. Ricocheted out of the far corner. Arvidsson chasing in behind the net. The Penguins will control. Lizotte from the far circle will start out. Solovyov comes out of the box to even things up. Lizotte down the left wing circle. Ridden in behind the net by Lohrei. Lizotte goes down, goes skidding into the corner, trying to stay with the puck as he gets back up. He'll come back to Wotherspoon. Moves it across to the far side for Girard. Girard turns back toward the blue line. Blocked in the slot, Arvidsson will play it from the far circle off the wall back to Hampus Lindholm. Bruins will change. So Boston 1 out of 2 on the power play today. As Letang gets spun to the ice by Kastelik, gets up and gives Kastelik a little shot. As Zadorov sends a floater all the way to the Pittsburgh line. Jeannot had it bound away from him as he tried to play it. Kastelik will gather it back into the attack zone. On the end wall, Shea and Kastelik tied up.
Kastelik just came and knocked Letang over.
Zadorov threw one in front, hit Shilov and kicked out into the slot. Novak will escape the Penguins forward. On the right side, Mantha around the far boards. Koivunen will steer it back around the near side. Mantha back to Letang. Walked off to the far corner, and Jeannot with some space. They'll deal it back around to the near side to Pete. Pete, long pass up the left side. Kastelik able to just push it across the Pittsburgh line. He and Letang get tangled up. Letang gave him about 3 or 4 shots right to the back of the head.
Punches to the back of the head.
There's Elias Lindholm stepping to the Pittsburgh line. Floats a cross pass all the way to the far side corner. Back to McAvoy at the right point. This shot gets knocked down in front. Husnadinov from the far circle. Pressured by Girard. Able to reach around him and get it to Elias Lindholm. Now Husnadinov again on that far side. Back to Aspero. Hands to McAvoy. Center to blue line with a shot that went just wide on the stick side. Rust pushing out toward his own blue line. Pasternak picks it off just out in the neutral zone, and right back in they come. Husnadinov knocked off balance by Solovyov. Raquel comes between the circles and gets out to his own blue line, then turns back.
Kessler kind of had a hold of the tank stick a little bit there too. So you either call them both or call neither of them, or either of them. I don't mind that.
Carlson gets it into the Bruins zone. Soderblom trying to find the handle on it. Off of the pad of Korpisalo on the near side wall. Kindle walks to the hash mark, turns back near side. Deals it back up top. Wotherspoon backing toward the near side boards. He turns with it again. Steps back out to the blue line. Sends over to the far side. And the one-timer knocked down. Turned out by Hampus Lindholm will be cleared out. Hampus getting back to make a change here as the Penguins try to push back into the Bruins zone. To Lohrei instead now. Sidestepping Kindle. Mason going to skate it up to the red line. And around the wall it goes. Wotherspoon to it first in the far corner. Near side and Achari with some space. Pass all the way across to that far side. Dewar tossed it wide of the net. Ricochet back around toward the near circle, and Achari one times it on goal. But Korpisalo is there and covers it for the whistle.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm the Penguins, I like this line today. The energy that they have brought has been strong. I mean, it's a nice pass out of the zone, cross ice, tape to tape, get into the zone with some speed. You take that shot, it goes wide, but you're tracking the puck well, coming around the other way, and Achari gets a second opportunity.
The tang off of the face-off, sends over to Shea. His shot off the end boards. Korpisalo laid out in front. That puck nearly came firing right back out. Shea coming back into his own zone.
Behind him. You know,
he kind of just laid down right on the goal line there.
That was an awkward save. Or he didn't make the save.
Right.
It was awkward.
Middlestad off the takeaway. Got it to Zacha. Here's Zadorov jumping up from the top of the left circle. Shot in and out of Shilov's glove. Taken by Shea. And he'll throw one all the way down into the Bruins zone. Gets the carom on to Dewar, who is chasing down there. And he shoots and scores. Dewar able to get the step behind Aspero. And then beats Korpisalo to cut it back to a one-goal game.
He's part of this line. It was a broken line change, but he's part of this line that's been really good for them. And Dewar, that's an alert play to send this puck all the way down the ice behind the Bruins defense. After Zadorov had the rush, he gets the shot on goal. Pittsburgh picks this puck up. It was that Shea that sent it all the way down. He sees Dewar flying up the left wing side. It goes off the back wall. Now Aspro, they're back in time to force him wide, so he can't get the initial shot away, but it's a backhand shot and it's a good one, up and over top of the glove from the left wing circle. It's going to beat Korpisalo.
14th goal of the season for Connor Dewar, and it's back to a 3-2 Bruins lead now with 14 minutes to go. As Koivunen brings down the right side here for the Penguins. Solovyov out of the blue line, took a shove from Janot, but gets it deep. Through Mantha in behind the net. Taken by McAvoy. He'll send up the right side. Janot gets knocked down by Solovyov just inside the Penguin zone. Solovyov gets the clear. Rink-wide pass comes Mantha. He steps in, scores! Anthony Mantha got loose into the Bruins zone. A backhander ties this game at 3.
They've had chances this game. Now they've converted on them. Mantha's a guy that's kind of an enigma, right? You think you always want a little bit more from him. Janot gets taken down at the offensive blue line as they're trying to get into the zone. And Pittsburgh comes right back the other way. The Bruins got caught going up the ice. Yeah, the awareness has to be better for the Bruins right now on the defensive side of it.
Boston's going to use their timeout here with 13:25 to go after the 3-1 lead slips away in short order. 22nd goal of the season for Anthony Mantha. Those goals come just 33 seconds apart.
So McAvoy had gone up the ice, supporting Janot. Janot tried to pull up on the right side. He got taken down by Solovyov. McAvoy's already going forward. That leaves the back end exposed a little bit. And Aspro's kind of over on the strong side. Pass comes over to the weak side, over to the right wing side. Now he's trying to get over on Mantha. Mantha has too much space. Makes a nice move, forehand, backhand, 5-hole.
And as you had mentioned on Dewar's goal, it was Zadorov who was on into the attack zone. Yeah. The Bruins only had one defenseman back in that on that play as well. So this crowd alive here in Pittsburgh. Tie game with 13:10 to go. Here's Rust coming down the left wing side against Lora. They tango in the corner. Raquel shoved to the wall by Hampus Lindholm. Puck played out of the zone. Pasternak looking to get it to Husnudinov. Up through him and back into the Boston zone it comes. Lora will get it right back out. Hampus Lindholm from his knees out near the red line, able to play it forward. Wotherspoon going back behind his net, having to deal with Elias Lindholm. Now Pasternak comes over as well. And now Eyssimont comes in and puts a hip into Carlson. Puck in on net. Wotherspoon along the far side boards. Eyssimont able to take it from him, but had to bring it back outside the blue line. Zadorov drives it right back in. Puck jumped away from Soderblom coming out of the Penguin zone. Wotherspoon will give it across near side, and Kindle tips in. Peak in the corner along with Zadorov. Penguins able to keep this puck going. Here's Letang out of the right point. Shot got knocked down, and so did Avery Hayes, who was trying to find that one in the slot. Near side circle, Zadorov gets it to Eyssimont. Floats a backhander back down into Pittsburgh territory. Under 12 minutes to play in regulation, tie game. Kindle tried a shot coming across the Boston line. That one blocked by Aspero. He'll play it around the far side. He's got Arvidsson in the middle for Zacha with some space. Zacha skates in across the Pittsburgh line. Gives to Middlestat. Off the end board, Zacha picks it up again. Arvidsson in the far corner. Pass got deflected, comes across the ice and settled by Aspero. Centering pass. Here's Zacha. Scores! Throw the hats! Zacha's got 3, and the Bruins are back in front.
Good work again by this line. They go to work offensively below the tops of the circles. it's just a good pass to Zacha, and you've got bodies in front of the net. Zacha makes a good play coming over the blue line as he drops it for Middlestat. Middlestat sends it down off the wall. Zacha tracks it down. They get possession of the puck in the offensive zone. Now they go to work. Aspro pushes this puck back down the boards, and Arvidsson draws two players to him down low and gets this puck on the forehand along the wall in the left wing corner. And he already knows what he wants to do with it. Makes a quick backhand pass out to Zacha, who's open, and you've got Middlestat going to the net. The quick shot by Zacha, beating Shilov. But he had two Penguins go to Arvidsson on that play.
So Zacha with his second hat trick of the season. And the Bruins are back in front with 11:26 to go. Second assist of the game coming for Victor Arvidsson.
That's a great pass by him. He draws two guys to him as he makes this pass. He gets it on the forehand and makes the backhand pass. And Zacha gets this puck up in a hurry, up and over top of the glove hand there, Shilov.
So it's a 4-3 Bruins lead. They clean up some hats from the Boston contingent here in Pittsburgh. Penguins having rallied from 2 goals down. Now we'll have to answer for that one as well as the puck comes in on Korpisalo, hands off to Aspro, but around the far side. Dewar gets it right back in deep. Achari deals around to that far corner. Lizotte backhanded back to Girard at the point. On to the near side. Solovyov able to find a little space coming down toward the near corner. Centering pass on to Pasternak. He'll clear it ahead for Elias Lindholm. Foot race to it at the Penguin line. Lindholm gets wiped out as Lizotte came diving back in. And Lizotte going to skate the Penguins forward here. Dewar trying to throw it to the net, blocked into the corner, thrown out in front off of Korpisalo, top of the near side circle. Carlson to the high slot, shot in and out of Korpi's glove, and pushed back into the corner. From behind the net, McAvoy under some pressure, taken away by Koivunen with 10.5 to go. Coming on from the bench, Novak trying to kick it onto his stick, ran out of room. Hampus Lindholm lifts it back out through center right. Mantha. Here's Carlson. Right circle. Stepping in. Koivunen. Shot went wide as he goes tumbling over Zadorov, who had slid down to try and block that shot. Asamont battling for possession inside the Pittsburgh zone as we hit the halfway point of the third period. Penguins coming back forward. Wotherspoon swats in behind the Boston net. Peak will hammer it around the far boards, but it's stopped. Mantha, top of the circle, had a chance at a one-timer and misfired. Asamont and Geekie work their way forward. Asamont trying to bank one in from along the goal line near side. Koivunen pushing back through the neutral zone. Zacha able to take the puck from him. Geekie redirects Zadorov pass deep, and he'll head off in a change. 9:27 to go here in the third period. 4-3 Boston. Raquel takes Loride to the end boards. Puck came around near side, and Chinakhov right along the near post. Denied. Chinakhov now out in the high slot. Got it to Rust, and his shot got through. Far side boards, and Zacha will play it back out towards center. Knocked away by Arvidsson, away from Letang, and Shilov's had to shoot it out from in front of his crease as Arvidsson was rushing toward the net. Shea works his way back to the Boston zone, and there's the whistle, offside. 8:55 left here in regulation. Back and forth we go. Bruins have a 4-3 lead here in Pittsburgh on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Electrical contractors, your crews have better things to do than sit in their trucks and name cloud formations. Let Granite City Electric Supply get your crews working first thing every morning. Use the GCE Night Train. Overnight delivery to your job site by 6 a.m. Or pick up your materials with 24/7 access at one of 27 GCE Night Train depot locations. Let's face it, knowing your supplies will arrive at 2 p.m. doesn't help you in the morning. Experience the GCE Night Train difference from Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
The College basketball madness is almost here, and the Brook Casino is your ultimate viewing and betting destination. With New Hampshire's biggest video wall at 150 feet, you won't miss a single play. Enjoy all the action in the Brook's modern Vegas-style DraftKings Sportsbook with lounge seating and delicious food for you and your friends. Just over the border, exit 1 off 95 in Seabrook, New Hampshire. Go to livefreeandplay.com to plan your visit. Don't miss out on any of the college basketball madness. Go to livefreeandplay.com.
NBA fans don't just watch the game, they live it. So stream like you're courtside with NBA League Pass, your ticket to all the action. Watch your favorite team shine and catch the league's brightest stars and rising stars at the same time with multi-view on your favorite devices. From the plays you can't believe to the most live games and the drama that comes with it. If it happens on the court, it's happening on NBA League Pass.
Only select out-of-market games available. Blackout restrictions apply. Additional charges and other conditions may apply. Visit NBA.com/subscriber agreement for full terms and conditions.
The game is on the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston, 98.5 The Sports Hub. An easily media group station.
Pavel Zacha's hat-trick goal is tonight's electric play delivered by Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train. Electrical contractors, get on board the GCE Night Train. Order your materials to be delivered overnight to the job site the following morning and save time and money. Go to GCEnighttrain.com to order. That goal has the Bruins up 4-3 with 8:55 to go here in the third period. Boston led it 3-1 after 2. Back-to-back goals from the Penguins to tie it, but then Zacha answering back a minute 59 seconds later. Faceoff will come just outside the Boston blue line. On the far side, controlled by the Penguins. Carlson gets it to the Boston line. Here's Koivunen along the near side boards. Gives it back to Carlson out of the line. Witherspoon with a shot blocker, save! And the rebound, they score! And it's Anthony Mantha. Once again, his second here in the third period, and we're tied at
4. Possession of the puck off of the faceoff. In the neutral zone, they'll go D to D. Use the middle of the ice. Now they're into the zone. And the Bruins are back. They have it kind of sorted out, but Mantha off to the side of the net. Carlson makes his pass in the middle. They enter the zone. Now they've got possession. Work it low to high. Get the shot off by Witherspoon from the middle. And Aspro unable to contain Mantha, but he's off to the side of the net. He's not right in front. The shot's going wide. And it hits Mantha, falls right down in front of him. He's able to chip it home.
So Mantha with 2 tonight and 23 on the season. And we're all even again with 8:42 to go. Hampus Lindholm off a win in the face-off, gets it to Arvidsson, and deep it comes into Pittsburgh territory. Bruins, who have been so good at protecting leads in the third period this year, have let a couple slip away as Arvidsson from the right circle hits the post on the short side against Sheilov. Middlestat sends one across ice. Here's a drive by Hampus Lindholm, and Sheilov's trying to find that rebound and does as Arvidsson and Letang both hit the deck in front of him.
Fans, WellPoint is proud to honor our hometown heroes again this season and recognize the incredible people making a difference in their communities. Know someone who deserves to be honored? Nominate them today at 985thesportshub.com/heroes. Well, you go the go-to line, I guess, now, is especially the way that they've been playing, is Zacha, Arvidsson, and Middlestat. And Arvidsson hits the post from the slot on that shot.
There had been a grand total of 4 goals in the 2 games between these two teams this year, so naturally it's a 4-4 game here in the third period today. As off the draw, Minton got it back to the point. Hampus Lindholm fanned on it against Lazat. Now plays it back in across the blue line on a delayed offside. Penguins will clear out. And a race for it inside Bruins territory. Behind the net, Lorai seals off Achari. In the far corner, though, it's Dewar. And back around toward the near side. Solovyov coming down is knocked off the puck by Janot. Achari rotated it back up to the blue line to keep in. Hampus Lindholm in the near corner against Dewar. And now Lazat on the end boards against Geekie as they tangle. Lori moves it around the near wall. Sloviov got it to Achari. Turnaround shot. Pinballed off of Corpusalo. Off a body and right back through the crease and wide of the far post. 7.5 still to go. Dewar played toward the back of the net. Lori takes that away. From the near corner. Up into the neutral zone. Sloviov and Geeky were tangled. And that puck goes for an icing.
Yeah, Slovia, I'm not crazy about that icing call. He's got Geeky all tied up. He doesn't make a play on the puck at all.
Sloviov didn't have a stick in his hand.
Well, he's holding Geeky.
Right. The face-off.
The Bruins have already used their timeout. You know, their little momentum. That puck almost went in and pinballed off of the initial save was made by Corpusalo, and I think it was Achari that was at the side of the net trying to poke it home.
And Marco Sturm elected to use that timeout
properly
when it was 3-3, right after the Penguins had scored back-to-back goals. Off the face-off, Penguins will hold the line here. Carlson, near side point, floats one all the way across to that far side. Koivunen coming toward the slot. Puck got away from him. And it'll be lifted out of the zone here by Pasternak, but settled by Wotherspoon in the neutral ice. Koivunen brings back in on the right side. Coming down toward the corner. Both Husnudinov and Zadorov there. Zadorov trying to protect it behind the net. Came back toward Husnudinov near side. But under pressure, Penguins able to keep that puck deep. Peak now digging in for it in the near corner as well. Peak, they'll turn it loose. Husnudinov's got Pasternak flying up ice. He's going to carry it forward instead. Give it over to Pasternak, right side, just out of his reach. And we have a whistle and a penalty coming.
It's a high stick. It's got to be on Pittsburgh. The Bruins possession of the puck coming up the ice. And
yeah, they're checking Elias Lindholm for damage. So it's 6:32 to play. In a 4-4 game, Bruins will go to the power play. Parker Wotherspoon to the box for a high stick.
Pittsburgh 28, 2 minutes for high sticking.
Will be a minor, so we'll have the power play when we come back here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance. Check out the Honda Ridgeline Pilot or CR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
Hey, it's Zoe. The football offseason is here, and that means it's time to revamp our team's roster. It's also time to revamp your technology and IT systems on Oakers Technologies. Oakers has a history of shaping the future for over 100 years. They made their clients future ready to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the skill to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future ready. Visit okers.com.
Stretched thin, under budget, and expected to do more with less? Who's monitoring your systems when your team's already maxed out? Who extends your IT team with managed services that actually scale? Serving New England for 30 years. Access, security, trust. Intrasystems.com.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance. Check out the Honda Ridgeline Pilot or CR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
Your hot takes on the Sports Hub.
Fans, hockey season's the perfect time to get a high-efficiency Peerless boiler. Be ready and start saving now. Find the Peerless boiler that's right for your home or business and a list of local installers at peerlessboilers.com. Remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
6:32 to go in regulation. We are tied at 4 between the Bruins and Penguins. Boston to the power play. Parker Wotherspoon to the box for a high-sticking minor. So the Bruins 1 for 2 on the man advantage, get a big opportunity here.
Yeah, and their second power play was pretty good. They weren't able to convert, especially early in the power play.
Face off along the far circle. Elias Lindholm able to win it. He's got McAvoy stepping in, and his shot off the blocker of Shilov's, and the puck gets cleared just through McAvoy. He'll chase it back from his own blue line, carry it to the red, and then leave it behind. Elias Lindholm and Pavel Zacha, who's got 3 of the Bruins' 4 goals. Take away by Carlson, thrown back down ice. Well, some token pressure on in the Bruins zone and then turn away. McAvoy loads it up for Zacha. Zacha right back from Elias Lindholm to the far side for Pasternak under pressure from Achari. Asa goes down at the blue line, turned over. Carlson comes ahead, short-handed, right circle shot went wide on the stick side. Rust along the far wall, lost it over to Zacha. Zacha fanned on it. Here's Rust stepping in, and he hit the outside of the net, and then throws it back in front. Korpisalo's down, didn't know where it was. It went just wide. And now McAvoy hustling back up the other side. Here's Geeky, left circle, a shot. Shelovs handles that and hangs on. Tense moments in the Bruins zone. Short-handed chances for Pittsburgh.
Wow, a lot going on there. There's a lot to uncover. That puck barely stays out. You know, Korpisalo makes the first save, and then he stays down against that short side post to make sure Russ can't bank the puck in off of him. But it still comes out in front and then through the crease, and Pasternak saves a goal.
50 seconds left on the power play as the faceoff comes back down to the Pittsburgh end. Bruins switch up. Hampus Lindholm down into the right wing corner. Backhands it along the far wall to Arvidsson. Arvidsson to Lohrei, center of the blue line. Back to Arvidsson on his right side. In front, Minton, a chance, and Shelovs was there.
What a save by Shelovs with the right skate or pad.
Arvidsson to Minton, swivels out in front again. This one got blocked by Solovyov. I think that is, as Minton got knocked down on top of Solovyov, who is in turn on top of the puck. As that was going on, Wotherspoon is out of the box to even it up, and the stoppage comes with 4:29 to play.
Minton ended up down on top of him because he got cross-checked down on top of him. Not advocating for a penalty, just that's how he ended up there. But two great chances for Minton. Solovyov stopped the second one, but the first one, what a save by Shelovs.
4:29 to go in a tie game. Down the stretch we come here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
The sun is out, the birds are chirping, and the open road is calling. Bring on the spring at the Honda Spring Event and take that road trip you've been dreaming of. Now's the time to check out the Honda Civic and HR-V from Honda, the 2025 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand.
Based on 2025 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Now at Wendy's, you can go big, biggie, or biggier. With our new $4, $6, or $8 meal, you choose your deal, as you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More biggie options, more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Hi, this is Andrew Peak. I'm excited to be teaming up with the Shaws and Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub for Feeding the Puck for Families. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season helps score a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative will donate $100 to help end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive locally. Every time we feed the puck for a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation will make a donation of $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger up to $50,000. To learn more about feeding the puck for families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Hit 985thesportshub.com.
Purchase your tickets for the Boston Bruins Foundation's 50-50 raffle. The current 50-50 benefits the Boston Firefighters Burn Foundation, whose mission is to ease the suffering and hardships of burn victims and survivors, as well as their families. Visit bostonbruins.com/50-50. Purchase tickets for a chance to win half the jackpot. The raffle runs through Tuesday, March 10th.
Well, after some tense moments in the Bruins and shorthanded, Solovyov makes an unbelievable save with the right pad on Fraser Minton, who had him dead to rights, really. He tried to go to the forehand. He was point blank. And it was the right pad that came out and made that save. And then the second one was Solovyov sliding across, taking it away.
4-4 game, under 4.5 minutes to play. Puck into the Bruins zone, but volleyed out by Pasternak. Carlson back in his own zone. Over to Parker Wotherspoon. Here's Carlson again coming forward. Carlson Gets around Husnudinov, turns it over, coming across the line. Pasternak will head the other way, up the near left wing side. Pasta stops at the near dot, waiting for the trailer. McAvoy drags it toward the slot, lost it, and now Raquel headed the other way. Raquel up that far left wing side, into the far circle. Asimont forced it back into the corner there against Chinikov and comes away with a puck. Mikey will backhand one out into neutral ice.
Glad McAvoy did. He had a toe drag and he had it. He just lost the handle. He was open.
Shea standing with possession inside the Penguin zone as the clock ticks to 3:25 to go in regulation. Through the neutral ice, Koivunen lost it coming into the Boston zone and sent back toward the Penguins' end. Letang from the near circle will start up ice. Pass over to the left. Moving across the line comes Novak, chopped off his stick from the top of the near circle. Minton's pass gets redirected to the far side. Peak will skate it forward to the red line. Around the near boards, and Mantha is there for Pittsburgh. 2:55 to go. Penguins moving from left to right. Mantha will skate it all the way to center ice. He's already got 2 goals here in this third period. Takes a hit from Zadorov around that far side. Kicked along the boards and back to Girard to the point. Over to Solovyov, a one-timer. Turned aside by Korpisalo. Penguins keep it alive. Girard right back in deep, all the way around to the near side. Middlestat waiting for it at the hash marks. Pass along for Zacha. He'll bring it out through the red line, in across the blue. Zacha gives it off. Hampus Lindholm to Arvidsson, looking back in front for Middlestat, but it was taken away. Arvidsson gets it back down to Hampus Lindholm. Out center blue line to Middlestat, top of the left circle. That one skims wide, and it'll be played off to the far side by Lazat.
That was Lazat blocking that attempted pass across.
Foot race for a puck inside the Bruins zone. Oh, Achari went down and went awkwardly into the boards.
I was just in a one-on-one battle there with Hampus Lindholm.
Middlestat brings back into the attack zone. Arvidsson. Bruins are on a de facto power play here as Achari's still down at the other end, and now they're going to blow the play down.
Yeah, so, but this is what they should have done the other day in Nashville, right? Nashville had a 2-on-1 break. You allow them to make the play. One referee stayed there with Achari. He went into the boards hard. You can tell that he's hurting. But they allowed the Bruins to finish the play and get the one chance. And I know that the Bruins were a little upset that because they still had possession, that they didn't let it continue. But now they have to blow it down. They allowed for the first chance. Achari seems to be okay, which is a good thing. But you got to determine if he's just seriously hurt or not, or potentially seriously hurt. But if a team has a 2-on-1 break, you got to let it play out.
Well, and as you said, the other referee, the trail referee there, stays with him to check on him and make sure that he doesn't have to stop the play if the player's in some sort of danger.
Right now, you got Penguins talking to one referee saying, why didn't you blow it right away? You got the Bruins talking to the other referee saying, we still had possession.
Yeah, the play was, Achari was, lunging to try to make a play at the puck and went down in pursuit, and Hampus Lindholm was also trying to make a play on the puck, and Achari was between Hampus and the boards as he went in out of control.
I think the referees handled that well.
Yeah. Yeah, the play you're talking about at Nashville the other night was McAvoy taking hit. Was clearly not in any grave danger, and the Predators were upset that play got blown down very quickly. So Pittsburgh controls the puck off the faceoff in their own zone. Minute 43 to go here in the third period. We're tied. Raquel with a pass to the far side. Chinikov down the left circle. Pass for Raquel, broken up. Wotherspoon fanned on it at the blue line. Pasternak gets past him. Skates onto the puck, far circle, a shot. And Shilov makes that save at the top of his crease. No rebound.
Well, Wotherspoon had the puck hop over his stick, but what he did was he got back to make sure that Husnudinov not open on the far side. Carlson comes over and takes Pasternak coming down the right wing side, and Wotherspoon comes back through the middle of the ice to make sure that there's no passing lane for Pasternak to get that puck to Husnudinov.
So the Bruins will get a face-off in the Pittsburgh zone with 1:29 to go here in the third period. It'll be Minton to take it against Lazat. Far circle to our left. Off the draw. Asimont gets in there, gets it back to McAvoy. His shot blocked off by Lazat. Brought behind the net. Asamont near side off a feed from Geeky trying to bank one in. Near side circle, and Mantha will send a floater across the ice toward the red line. And as McAvoy tries to get that away from Wazad, it jumps into the Pittsburgh bench with 1:12 left.
Yeah, real short bench right now for the Bruins. That fourth line hasn't seen the ice much since the last goal. And 5 defensemen going right now, with Aspro being the odd man out.
Face-off will be at center ice here. 72 seconds left. Minton will match up against Novak on this one. And wait for the drop of the puck here. And the Penguins will win it. Letang to Shea. Shea at his own blue line. Gives to Letang over on the near side. We tick down towards 60 seconds left.
1 minute remaining in the period.
Letang try to pass ahead to the blue line for Koivunen. Picked off. Minton plays it back over far side for Geeky. Up down the far side circle. Letang gets there first. Still loose along that far side as they can't get it cleared. Now Novak just pushes it out across the blue line. Koivunen moving ahead all by himself. Will play it deep. And Zadorov is first to it. Around the near side, and Geeky has to come back to get it. Nearly had it stolen by Chinikov. It'll go back around that far side, and McAvoy, 29 seconds to go. He'll turn it back behind his net and send to the far circle Zacha. Up the far side, Arvidsson able to kick it on to Middlestat. Middlestat coming down that right wing side. Centering pass, Arvidsson gets stood up by Wotherspoon as he tried to find it in his skates. 11 seconds to go. Wotherspoon in the far corner, shoved to the wall by Zacha. Free the puck up the Middlestat in front, looking for Arvidsson. And Shilov's able to get a stick on it. Final seconds will tick off. And we're going to overtime here in Pittsburgh. So the Penguins able to come from 2 down and then 1 down in the third period and get at least a point here at home. We'll see who gets the winner point when we return. 4-4 Bruins and Penguins at the end of regulation on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Now at Wendy's, you can go big, biggie, or biggier. With our new $4, $6, or $8 meal, you choose your deal, as you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More biggie options, more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Hi, this is Andrew Peak. I'm excited to be teaming up with the Shaws and Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub for feeding the puck for families. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season helps score a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative will donate $100 to help end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive locally. Every time we feed the puck for a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation will make a donation of $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger up to $50,000. To learn more about feeding the puck for families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Zoe and Beetle, middays on the Sports Hub.
Overtime here in Pittsburgh as the Bruins and Penguins are knotted up at 4 at the end of 60 minutes. For the Bruins, this will be their 14th overtime game of the season. For the Penguins, this is number 19. They have not had a great deal of success.
They just don't want it to go to shootout.
Well, they're 4-14 in games that extend beyond regulation. That includes a 1-9 record in the shootout this season, including a loss here last night against the Flyers. Bruins have 6 overtime game winners to their credit this year. So they're going to start here with Zacha, Pasternak, and McAvoy. Penguins will have Chinikov, Novak, and Carlson. Bruins, after they switch ends, go from left to right here in OT and control the opening draw. McAvoy along the near boards, taken away by Chinikov as he knocked it away from Pasta. Chinikov to the far circle, steps in front, poke checked away by Korpisalo, they shoot and they score. Tommy Novak with the game winner just 17 seconds into overtime. Penguins win it 5-4.
They turned the puck over after having possession, and then Pastrnak got interfered with. He got knocked over on a pick out high. They got away with it and finish it off quickly. McAvoy has the puck. He could have gone behind the net. He tried to force it up the boards. Now Pittsburgh has it. Pastrnak coming over to try to get to one, and he got picked. He got knocked right down. Nothing.
Wow. I mean,
he got stepped into. It's man on man. He's chasing his guy. He got knocked. A pick out in the slot area, gets knocked down.
Pastrnak giving it to the referee before he left the ice. As the Penguins come from behind and win it here in overtime 5-4. And the Bruins, for only the 4th time this year, when they lead after 2 periods, will come up with the short end of the stick. All 4 of those they managed to get at least a point. But that's a disappointing finish.
McAvoy would like to have it back because he could have gone behind the net. He was under some pressure from Chinakhov, but that pick out high, and it wasn't a I'm standing here, it's my ice pick. He couldn't tell who did it, but he stepped right into Pastrnak out high.
So Tommy Novak ends up getting the game winner.
Had a goal last night, another one here today.
His 14th goal of the season. And Pittsburgh, minus Crosby and Malkin, able to come back and win it. They trailed twice in this 3rd period. Pastrnak, just looking at the replay, just incredulous. We'll be back with a recap in a moment here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, or CR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
When it's really cold, you'll feel it in your bones. And your house will feel it in its pipes. Of course, if your pipes burst, you're going to feel it in your wallet, too. That's why Safety Insurance offers discounts to Massachusetts and New Hampshire homeowners if you have water leak devices or freeze detection systems. It's smart to think safety first. Ask an independent agent about Safety Insurance. We'll help you manage life storms.
TD Bank's here for an assist with a special checking and savings account offer for new customers. Perfect for fans of the Bruins. Learn more at td.com/garden offer or stop by any TD Bank location in New England. Terms and eligibility apply. TD Bank, bank of the Boston Bruins.
Hey hockey fans, it's Bob Beers. If you're ready to upgrade your outdoor living space, look no further than TimberTech Decking and Railing. TimberTech is the #1 premium composite decking brand, and it's tough enough to handle anything. It looks just like real wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. It won't rot, warp, splinter, or peel, ever. And it's backed by industry-leading warranties, so your deck will last year after year after year. Connect with a local contractor or order free samples at timbertech.com to see the TimberTech difference for yourself. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Bruins Radio Network welcome the following new partners. Your New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado. TimberTech Decking and Railing, #1 in premium decking. Order free samples at timbertech.com. Blue Sky Restoration. Tune in to hear this date in history being restored by Blue Sky all season long. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. And your Boston area Lexus dealers. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer today. From the home of the Bruins, thank you for joining our winning team.
Hi, I'm David Morales, General Manager of WellPoint in Massachusetts. At WellPoint, we're proud to once again partner with 98.5 The Sports Hub for the Hometown Heroes program, shining a light on the individuals who selflessly serve and support our communities across Massachusetts. These everyday heroes deserve to be recognized for the impact they make, both big and small. Help us celebrate them by nominating a Hometown Hero today at 985thesportshub.com/heroes.
This is 2026. No more messing around. It's the first day of the rest of your life. Today, you are switching to Astound. Shifting your Wi-Fi and life into a new gear. Reliable, affordable connection. So you can browse, watch, and play like you've always wanted. Because slow Wi-Fi is so last year. Under budget, full speed ahead. That's Astound. Gig